I am live. I am live. Welcome to the live stream, guys. Welcome to the live stream. My good name is Womboy. Oh my god, I almost forgot how to do this. Thank you so much for tuning in. My good name is Womboy. Oh my god, I've missed you guys. I have missed you guys. I've missed streaming. I need to apologize to to myself maybe for failing on the consistency. I think, but here we are. Better late than never. Yeah, I kind of failed on that one. Oof. Let me wait for you all to join in. My good name is Womboy. Thank you so much for being here. I'm super excited for today. I am back on this one. Back, back, back. Da, 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 da. La, 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 la. And today my makeup is popping. I kind of need to like add a little bit here and here. Let me get that done. Mm. Oh my god. I hope you all have not forgotten me for being gone for so long. It's holiday, so the children are everywhere. They're not going to school. Here we are. Here we are. Here we are. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Oh my god, did you all forget me? Nobody's tuning in. Did you all forget me? You know what? I don't blame you all. I don't blame you all. Um, but I'm gonna sit here waiting patiently, guys. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. How are you all doing? Welcome to the live stream. My good name is Womboy. My good name is Womboy. W to the A to the M to the B to the U to the I. Womboy. That's my good name, guys. Like the live stream. Let's get started here. Make sure you're saying hi, and especially my regulars. Okay, I am so sorry for frustrating you all for the past 1 week. Like, very inconsistent, but sometimes life happens. I caught a cold that have been really annoying, but you know what? It's part of life. It's part of life. Okay. I'm still coughing. Still coughing. Welcome to the live stream, everyone. Hi, everybody. Oh my god, I like those eyes. They are really popping. I could just do a live stream and stare at myself. I think I'm really pretty. Sometimes we don't appreciate ourselves so much. I don't know why, but sometimes we don't see ourselves the way we are. But right now I'm not even using lighting. I think I am a beautiful black woman. Okay, welcome to the live stream, everyone. Welcome to the live stream. My good name is Womboy. Can somebody say hi? Can we have some likes in here? At least for a start. I know I've been gone for way too long. You know what? I kind of need to check the laptop. Yeah, but I don't blame you all. I don't blame you all. I've been gone for way too long. I've been gone for way too long. Which songs are you all listening to? Thank you so much for the likes, guys. Welcome to the live stream. My good name is Womboy. Thank you so much for being here. Oof. Okay. Ooh, Richard. Hi, Richard. Hello, Sunshine. Hello, you. How are you doing? Welcome to the live stream. Oh my God, I've been gone for way too long. But thank you so much. I always saw you leaving messages on the videos that I posted. I appreciate that so much, guys. Actually, you guys, if you are wondering if uh, you need to support me, actually, I think it's time to support me because you know what? YouTube they're changing their monetization feature. So you all better get me the watch hours before then, because otherwise I don't know if this is really even worth doing or whatever. Richard says I'm cool on my way to work. Okay. Who? Okay, thank you, Richard, for tuning in. Guys, when you tune in, like the live stream, actually, right now, I'm gonna be asking you guys to, like, if you're supporting me, watch my videos. You all need to support me. Okay, not need, maybe you can. uh Richard says I understand. Okay. Okay. CJ said, oh my God, how are you doing, CJ? I thought you guys forgot me. I was even sitting here talking to myself, like, oh my God, these guys forgot me because I've not been streaming. I caught a cold and it was really bad. Grand Rising Womboy. Hey, yes. Can we like the live stream? As you all gas me up, Richard says, I got you. Okay, thank you so much. CJ says, Womboy is still not monetized. Yeah, we need to make that happen. You all need to make that happen. You all need to make that happen. How are you doing, CJ? It's been a minute. Lydia says, hi, I missed you so much. Oh, I missed you all too. I missed you all too. I was gonna stream yesterday, but what happened? I traveled back here and then I got here at like 7. I was so tired. I just showered and I went to sleep. Lydia. Okay. Like the live stream, guys. Today I don't know. I don't know if we have a topic or no topic, but of course I am talkative. We can't run out of things to talk about. Yeah, I did catch a cold. It was really cold out there. Yep. Okay, let me see what I have going on here. How have your week been? Hey, God is in control. Hey, okay, it's good to see you. Good to see you. How are you doing? And guys, what time is it where you're at? Like the live stream. When you join in, like the live stream, guys. Like the live stream. Boom! I still have the cold. I don't know if this live stream is supposed to be like a catch-up thing going on. Maybe we're gonna catch up, but still I'm going to put extra work into the channel for the next, I don't know how long. Guys, you better support me. Richard says, and yes, those wonderful eyes are looking extra lovely. Hair is on point and those lips okay, thank you so much. God is in control. Yes, nice to see you again. Doing good here in Texas. Nice and hot and sunny out. It's 7 a.m. here. Ooh, 7 a.m. and the sun is out. Ooh, I bet you're about to have a good day. Okay, I kept wanting, let me tell you, there were so many. I want to move to the village. Even actually at this point, I kind of feel like I feel strongly about it. I really want to move to the village, but there were so many things that were stopping me from streaming. First of all, electricity kept like being turned off. When it rains, the electricity would go out. What else was stopping me? Sometimes it's chaos, like work. you know, I can't be sitting there streaming when, like, people are doing farm work. I gotta put my hands down. But there are so many things that were making me. But I also feel like I also did have some excuses, and I got a cold. Okay, God is good. Richard says, even when you aren't feeling your best, you still are glowing. Okay, thank you. Okay, so maybe God is in control says, oh, that sucks. Yes, I think I told you I've been to Uganda villages many times and the rain caused. Yeah. Okay, let me tell you, the electricity was always I want to move there because it will give me a lot of, I'm still young. I just want to move to build my life from the ground up at this point. I really want to do that. So it will be inconvenient when maybe I finally do that. But You know, sometimes you have to lose everything so you can be free to do what you want, okay? You know, and I feel like the village gives you that. Sad Musadik, all the way from South Africa. How are you doing? Oh my God. You know what? I missed you. Okay, I missed every one of you on the channel. I even thought you all forgot me. Okay, here we are. I don't know. I don't know if we are doing a catch up or whatever. But of course, uh I like to maybe say hi, catch up a little bit. Wolfman, hey, how are you doing? Good to see you. Good to see you. God is in control. This life is a journey, but you have your life ahead of you. Oh, you remembered me, okay? Yeah, I think I do have a life ahead of me. You know, because for me living right now, living in town, okay, it's always been a dream for me, okay? It's always been a dream to like live in a city and all of that, but I kind of feel like it it takes energy from me in some way. I don't know. I'm good. How about okay, maybe I'm partially okay. I've been sick for the last, I think, 1 week or something. But I'm doing great. Other than that, I'm doing great. So says, I'm at work at the moment, just saying hi, missed you too, okay? Okay. So, of course, I knew that we are going to do a lot of catching up and telling you guys about the village. Um, okay, I was gonna say, I hope you guys watched the video where I asked my mom if she would get married again or even have children, and she said no. That was interesting. That was interesting. Okay. Today I do have a question, and maybe give me an honest uh, view from your side. Do you think moving abroad actually makes your life better? God is in control says it's good to balance both. Sometimes city living is very stressful too. It can be, but living out in the bush can be stressful and peaceful. It's good to balance both if possible. Yeah. No, I feel like for me especially when it comes to building financially, okay, moving to the village or like staying in the village gives me that type of like I don't have to worry what to eat and I don't have to worry about a place to stay, okay. It's not the best situation, but at least we are building. It's not the best situations, but at least that is sorted out. So which means you can be able maybe to do other things without having to stress about that. I think that's what's up. Let me type this question. Do you guys think moving abroad actually makes your life better? Okay. I've been one of those people who are, I've thought about moving abroad several times because I feel like there's not enough opportunities in Kenya. Or maybe there is, but like, maybe, for example, if you're educated, you don't get the type of opportunities that you really want. So I don't know. Maybe this is a question. And if you're from a first world country, I think that would be hard because it's like, okay, but let's just go on with the question. Does moving abroad actually make your life better? Okay. So here we go again with the typing. Yeah, at least today I have the laptop. When I did live stream in the village, it was just, yeah. If I move there, I'll have to like figure something out. Maybe get even a solar system or something. Yeah. God is in control. Living abroad can be good depending where you mean, because I'm from the USA, so I've been all over my country, every big city, east to west. I've been to East Africa and Europe, which was easily the worst. Okay, which one was the worst, Africa or Europe? Okay, and that's what I said. I think coming for some of you who come from the US, it's like people are moving out there to get opportunities and stuff. So I feel like for you guys, it's difficult to talk about that. But maybe if you're from Africa and you've moved abroad, let me know. Or if you're from maybe Eastern Europe or something, God is in control. Says, but traveling is good. Never forget where you come from. It's good to have a home base. Okay. Okay, let me pin this. I mean, Europe was the worst. it's very strict and controlling. Africa was amazing. It's way more free and fun, okay? But it's way more free and fun when you have finances, right? Okay. Okay. What are some of the rules that you found annoying in Europe? If you would say, or if you think about it. Okay. I think Africa is one of the best places. Oh, let me just talk about Kenya. Sometimes I like to talk about Africa, then I remember Africa is not one thing. Like, we have different places. I can talk about Kenya. I think with the right finances in Kenya, you can literally, yeah, you can literally have the best life. I think if I was from another place and I make money, I would like to move to Kenya. I think Kenya is a really nice country when you have money, but when you don't, okay, even without money, I think it's a nice place, but maybe that's favorism on my side. Georges, hi. Oh my god, it's been a whole lot of time. How are you doing? Okay, does moving abroad actually make your life better? In your opinion, guys. And thank you so much, guys. Honestly, I am so humbled the fact that, like, I have not streamed in a while, and you guys saw my notification and you tuned in. That really means the most to me. Make sure you're supporting by liking and maybe staying. Right now, I need you guys to stay. Okay, do you think living abroad or moving abroad, oh, why did I write living or moving? Do you think living abroad actually makes your life better? Okay, for me, I think, how I think, okay, let me first read yours. God is in control says, yeah, that's true, but we were there in the bush and villages where no mzungu went. I was not only in the popular tourist area but also in the trenches. My wife is Ugandan. Okay, how do you like the village? Okay, how do you like the village? I think the village, that's where the real life is. One of the things that, okay, in my village, I think we are really, like, we have electricity, there's internet, although the problem is when it rains there, like, electricity goes out, and because there's no major companies, nobody comes to turn it back on, or it can stay out for a minute. So I think my village is one of those that are, like, kind of lucky, but I know the village can be, the modern things that you have, the conveniences, sometimes they're not there, you know uh God is in control says, let me put this person out. Honestly, I don't have time for the nonsense. God is in control says, also Europe is very racial, very arrogant people, and they hate God there. The attitude is very selfish there. Everything closes earlier and opens late. After 8 p.m., if you play music, they call police. Oh, really? In apartments or just when walking on the road? Wow, 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 wow. Okay. Honestly, I've always thought about that, like, especially moving to another country as a black person. How would that be like, Yeah, because I think that's really, really bad. But I kind of feel like we can talk about Europe as one. The same thing we talk about Africa. So which places did you visit? God is in control says, this was the Netherlands and UK. I'll never go back to Europe. And I hear village life can be stressful of no resources, like, yeah, it can be. So you could never go back. Okay, but I think everybody romanticizes going to London, but in the UK they have a lot of black people. Were you in the areas where I would expect maybe the racial thing with Netherlands, but UK is like, oh, I don't know, but I think I've not traveled. So what I know, my assumptions are just based off of what I see on social media, what I see on television. Just says, abroad for me is just a word. Nothing is interesting abroad. People live like zombies because they don't communicate to each other. Individualism is the way to go as abroad. Okay, so, okay, it's just a word. Nothing is interesting. Okay, would you move abroad? Let's say for better opportunities, for a better job. To be really honest, I would move, okay? I would move abroad for better opportunities because I didn't want so much for myself, and sometimes it can be limiting to be in a space with no opportunities, you know. I would move abroad, but I see all the things like maybe right now, like I just got back here yesterday and I already miss my family. I miss that, like being with many people at the same time, but also sometimes I enjoy being alone. Mm-hmm. God is in control says, but I tell you, friend, here on the USA, you would feel so welcomed and at home, especially Texas. It's like Africa in America, the way the culture is welcoming other people, showing hospitality. We have fun here and very free like African. Ooh, okay, that would be interesting. My wife loves it here. She feels at home and she knows many African people here that love it. Oh, and find good jobs. Okay, okay. Maybe she feels more at home because maybe you make that easy for her. I can only imagine for those people who go abroad, let's say to go to school, you don't know anyone. I can only imagine how that can be. Uh, you know, I think that can be lonely, if I would say. Cleophas says, why all Africans have same English accent besides South African? Okay, what's my English accent? I don't know. Do you think all Africans have the same English accent? I don't know. You know, and that that usually annoy me most times because I don't feel like, for example, they speak the countries that speak French do not speak the same type of English with countries that don't. Okay, countries that speak Swahili, our English is in the English is influenced by Swahili. When it comes to, like, for example, Nigeria, they speak pidgin English. So I don't see the way you guys say that, like, oh, African English sound the same. I kind of feel like people like to, like, bracket Africa as one, which is really annoying because honestly I think people sound different, but that's just my opinion. Maybe, but I mostly hear this with Americans, that they can tell the difference in different African countries. Yeah. I think it's a way of, I kind of feel like it's a way of minimizing Africa for some reason, and maybe I overthink or I overread through the lines, but yeah, that really usually tick me off for some reason. Uh, okay, Judge says, one boy, how do you explain the word abroad? For me, abroad is to travel with a plane. Okay, abroad. Like, okay. I feel like abroad is abroad. You know, it's abroad. It's somewhere maybe a little bit further away from where you are from or something. God is in control says, trust me, please. If you visit Europe and visit USA, you'll see a massive difference. My wife and I have been to both. Okay, interesting. God is in control says, it's true. I can hear Ugandan and Kenyan English, especially Uganda. They don't even speak Swahili. Ugandan English and Kenyan English very different. South African English, Kenyan English, two different things. You know. Yeah. Okay, so I'm not the only one who thinks that people who want to say, oh, Africans sound the same. I'm not the only one that thinks that is like, that's just maybe to cluster Africa into one small thing. But I know I am an overthinker, so. Mm-hmm. George says, Wamboy, where have you been? Oh, I traveled to the village. I went to the village. I was not gonna stay, but then when I got there, I started getting attached, and then I caught a cold, which really made it hard to stream. Uh, and then the room that I was streaming in was not the best. And then when I was over there, it was raining every day. Oh, it rains every day. It's actually the coldest town in Kenya. So it rains almost every day and electricity goes out. So that I could have streamed still, but yeah, those are some of the excuses that I have. Katenjagi. Kate Njagi, hello. How are you doing, Kate? Oh my god, I am so sorry. I read Katenjagi. Oh my god. Okay. Okay, let's go with this one. What would you never tolerate again in a relationship? Let me type. Okay, and you know what? I think I've missed out on you guys so much. You can update me on what happened. What was interesting on the past 1 week on your end? Yeah. For me, I don't. I okay. What was interesting for me was like spending time with family. You know, Kenya have free visa to South Africa. Yes. Is that supposed to be surprising or what? What would you never tolerate again in a relationship? Uh, Judge says abroad is not heaven. Even people in abroad beg for money and sleep outside. Okay, and I'm super aware of that. Okay, but I kind of feel like this thing that like there's more opportunities, there's more jobs abroad. Okay, I feel like for me right now, I feel like if I create the opportunities here, let's say if I create the opportunities here, it could be. I think it's better, especially to have access to your family. I think that's really nice. God is in control. Says, "Hey, one boy, where do you want to travel first if you had to choose?" Oh, I want to. If I had to go, I really like. Okay, for vacation or for I would like to go to Jamaica, but also another place that I would like to go is Canada. I think Canada is really nice, but I would like to go to Jamaica. I don't know why, but I just would like. I like how Jamaicans are free and I feel like they have confidence as black people. Yeah. What would you never tolerate again in a relationship? Let's go. You can share your experiences anonymously. Okay. What would you never tolerate again in a relationship? Okay. And to you, judges, I don't think abroad is heaven, but the way people try to outline the opportunities, I feel like it's all about the opportunities. The opportunities. Okay. But you know what? I am so lucky to be out here or like to even be out here. When things go wrong, I can just go to my parents' farm and I can just stay there. A judge says, Wamboi, name the countries that you can classify as abroad. I think countries that I can classify as abroad is like UK, USA, Canada, and maybe mostly Europe. All the other places, Gulf countries, Asia, I just think is same as being out here. Oh my god, and I'm starting to feel hungry. What is wrong with me? God is in control. Says the opportunity is there in East Africa. It's definitely there. The only issue is like you said, opportunity because of money. I was shocked how many people in Uganda had money. Do you think people they didn't or did they have money? Okay, I feel like yes, the opportunities are there. For example, when it comes to what I'm doing right now, it could have been maybe better from the start if I got the right camera, the right tools to do this. Um, I think when it comes to everything, you could have knowledge in something. For example, when it comes to community work, okay, you can start a non-governmental organization, but to do that, you need a load of cash. Let me tell you, I think at this point, I really want money, or I really want money because I kind of feel like money helps you to get through situations. Money helps you to choose better. Money helps you. You know, I feel like most people judge Africans for maybe the things that they go through and stuff. But it's like money, you know, if you were born out here and the African person was born out there, maybe they would be like you and you would be like them. So I kind of feel like money is the thing. Canada is like Europe. You would love the USA. It's a mix of every race and very diverse. Okay, wow. But you know what? Canada seems to be like cool. It seems to be a cool, you know, like a soft version of US. Yeah, there are some rich people in Uganda for sure. Okay. Yeah, but most people, the majority are the ones we are struggling, you know. Judges says, what do those countries have that are not in Kenya? What these countries have, I feel like is goes back to opportunities, judges. It goes back to having opportunities and having choices, you know. Out here, if you have a small job and let's say you're not happy in the job anymore, you only have two options: quit the job and stay jobless, or keep working that job that is not even meeting your needs. So see, but I feel like out there is a lot of like things that you could do. Nonsense. Okay, God, these people who come to spam the chat really annoy me, you know. Yeah, so okay, do you think there's those opportunities in Kenya, judges? And guys, for those of you who are just joining in, kindly say hi. uh Say hi, let me know how you're doing. Okay. Kenya needs better leadership, that is it. But you guys are scared to talk or strike because they shoot to kill there. Okay. Um. Yeah. I feel like, but see, the problem that we have as Kenya and maybe sometimes as Africans has not just started right now. Okay, we have history of corruption. We have history of like for example, with trash. Okay, I don't know how I learned this, but when I buy a banana and I eat and I'm out there, I throw my banana. What are they called? I throw the trash in my bag, okay, so that when I go home I can dispose it, okay. Let's say when I'm out there, any type of trash that you would think about. Let's say I ate a sweet, not to mention even as a woman, things like pads and stuff like that. And even if I had a child and things like Pampers, see, out here, people are comfortable dumping them, okay, outside, okay? So it's not a leadership problem. We also have an individual problem, because if you're feeling okay to like just dump stuff out there, then it's like, will the government come and not dump there? So I feel like the leadership is a problem, but we are also a problem, okay? And most places in like all these countries that we admire, I think they have a system that or maybe they have this habit, like they throw trash in the right place. And I'm not saying that they are the best, but I'm just saying we also need a lot of unlearning. Do you all agree with me? God is in control. And to answer what I'd never tolerate in a relationship, again, is jealousy. Like my ex, my wife now is not jealous and doesn't mind if I have female friends. And not jealousy either, it's trust. Oh God, oh my Father Lord. Okay, one of my friends, and I don't know, I hope, okay, but I'm not sharing her story, okay. She told me, she told me she was my friend for a long time. I was in university back then, okay. uh she was married at the time and they had a kid together. I was telling her, oh my God, you have a very good thing going on, okay. She always said, oh yeah, smile and stuff, okay. Years later, she hosted me at her place for a few months as I was figuring things out. I had just finished school and stuff, the whole thing that you need somebody to give you a place to. So I stayed with her, and the situation was over now. But she told me the things that she was persevering, and I was just you know so and I think, why am I saying that? I'm saying that because you said about the trust and jealousy. She said that like her husband was accusing her all the time, like it was always something. So, and I felt that she had to go through that. It's like, for me from the outside, I thought she was fine, she was always showing up, but behind closed doors was a lot going on. So I see what you're saying, okay. Yeah. And it's also about like feeling like you're always the problem, feeling like, you know like you have to work. Oh God, it's tiresome. Judges says, all I think is you can bring abroad. Okay, I need to read from the laptop. I need to get myself a desk. The reason I've been postponing is because I don't want to be here. I really want to move away from here. So it's like I don't want to add stuff into one. Okay. Judge says, all I think is you can bring abroad in front of your doorstep. You don't have to pay money to go to a new country and stay in hotels. Okay. How can you do that? Maybe by making better decisions. Maybe, yesterday I was traveling. I would like to show you guys that place. When I'm traveling to where I stay at, this place. There's like, I think, almost 1,000 acres of land. It's owned by some British people. I don't know who. Let me tell you, the area, honestly, you can't even think that you're in Kenya. Okay, they have huge wheat plantations. The place is so clean. Oh my God, you feel like you're out of the country. Okay, I would like to do that. I would really like to do that. Um, I don't know how to pronounce your name. Mark Huey says, why are we having female friends? Okay. God is in control says, yeah, that's a big issue in Africa. The trash thing, nobody uses it. It's almost like a culture thing. Yeah, and it's not good. It needs to be taught. If people didn't throw trash on the ground, it would be fixed. When I was there, I used the trash, but people said just throw down. I refused, but it's very clean here too. We were taught to throw things in trash, and we have trash system in place. Yeah, I think the trash thing really messes up our places. Okay, yesterday when I was also traveling back, and guys, like the live stream. Okay. Okay, when I was traveling back here, as I told you, there's this place like 1,000 acres is owned by a British person. The area is so serene, so clean. Oh my God, you just want to tell the car to stop and leave you there, so you can breathe their fresh air. It's so perfect. Okay, so perfect, so perfect, so perfect, so perfect. But I know it's because they do not allow people to throw trash there. Okay. um yeah, but the trash thing is really annoying. Yeah, I always ask, even when I buy something, where do I throw that? And then just put it down. I would rather put it in my bag. I would rather put it in my bag. I know. Okay, Isaac Moro, how are you doing? I think I know you from somewhere else. You sick? Yes, I am sick. I am not feeling good. I have a cold. No, you don't know me from somewhere else. You know me from over here on the channel. Okay. Okay. What else was I saying? Yeah. So when it comes to talking about fixing leadership in Africa, we also need to fix our habits. I think so. Especially the trash thing is really annoying. Oh, I think what I was saying was, when I was traveling back, before I got to that place that was really serene, there was another place. It was like a slum or a ghetto thing going on. You saw trash everywhere, and people were comfortable. They were playing around that area, and then you go, like, let's say 20 miles from there, and then you just enter a whole new world. Okay, a whole new world. We have a question, guys, on the screen. What would you what would you never tolerate again in a relationship? What would you never tolerate again in a relationship? I think I'm too young to maybe have things to talk about or refer to, but I think I'm still learning. Maybe hearing your experiences would be really nice. Okay. Okay, I kind of feeling hungry. I don't know. God is in control says, oh boy, please don't take us to the kitchen. Okay, I hear you. I was just grabbing this. God is in control says, as far as female friends, not to hang out with, but just like chatting sometimes. I wouldn't go to dinner or a movie with on of the females without my wife. She wouldn't do the same. Okay, yeah, I think it's all about mutual trust. And I feel like if you've never experienced the whole jealousy thing, it's like now you have to cut off everybody that you know just to be this one. It's like you're being isolated. Okay, you're being isolated. You're being pushed to a corner. all the people that you could call when you need help, all those people, they're being taken away from you, okay? Or at least you avoid them to keep the peace. So I see what you're saying. We're not saying that like go on dates and stuff like that. We're just saying is like, yeah, there need to be a limit, God. Boy, please don't take us to the kitchen. I hear you. I'm not gonna take you out to the kitchen. God is in control. Says, but the thing is it's about trust, because if someone gets cheated on, it sticks with them, and trust is hard to gain back. Okay, but I feel like sorry. I feel like, okay, this cold thing is really annoying. I feel like, okay, you talked about if trust is broken, that thing sticks with you. But see, the person who pays for that is the person that didn't hurt you, you know? Why do I have to pay for things somebody else did to you? You know, go heal, do something, so that when you show up in the next relationship, we are not dealing with things that were done to you. Because you have to remember, the person that you're with right now is not the person that hurt you, you know. Working with Jesus Christ says black men don't cheat. Oh, okay. Okay, are you a black man? I don't know. I don't know. One boy, don't die on us. Okay, I hope I don't. Okay, let me tell you, the last 1 week I was just feeling like woo. Okay, yeah, but see, it's like, why do you have to pay for things? Okay, you are hurt, and that's why, you know, one of the things that I notice when it comes to, okay, you're better off actually dating people who have not been hurt, or like who have not been going through a lot in the past, you know, because now you will be paying for the people who had them, you know. God, the stargazer says, oh my gosh, that eyeliner suits you. Ooh, okay. I don't know, I just realized today that like I have been, you know, in campus when I was in university, and it's not so long ago. Okay, I graduated in the year 2024. I always had my eyes like that. Okay, and I used to even apply black lips. You know, I just realized today that like I've been, you know, it's like I relaxed, or I stopped overdoing and stuff. I like my natural self, but yeah. The stargazer says gorgeous. Oh God. How are you doing, stargazers? Ooh, what's the time in? Is it Australia or Netherlands? One of those. Oh my God, I hate myself for forgetting where you're from. Gorgeous says, don't swallow that cough, on boy. Spit it up. I don't have no cough. Oh God, and I know you don't gross people out here. They're like, oh, that girl that that swallows the cough. But you know what? I've been spitting it out. Working with Chris says, but all the women I like have been hurt. That is my type. I want to either add to the heart or heal the heart. I don't discriminate. Oh God. May somebody who thinks like you never find me. God. Oh Lord. You know, you want to add to the heart or heal the heart. Okay, you'd rather heal the heart, because oh God. Yeah, but I also honestly I feel like when you show up hard, and then let's say you tell somebody, you tell somebody what triggers you, you know, you tell somebody what triggers you, you tell somebody, you know, that those are the type of things that happens at the beginning of a relationship. And then let me tell you, I'm scared, because I feel like people use that against you in the relationship sometimes. So honestly, if I was hurt, I would want to heal by myself, because I feel like having somebody help you heal, you're being vulnerable. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, the stargazer says, I have been depressed since the day you rejected me. Oh my God, don't be depressed. Don't you be depressed. Don't you be depressed. One boy, you're in a relationship. Yep. Ah. Judge says, I've seen people spitting on soft drinks so that no one can drink it. Oh God. Ah. That's annoying. Working with the security. And you guys, you better like the live stream if you haven't. Guys, Honestly, to be really honest, right now I'm keeping it at 100 with you guys. You guys need to be watching, okay? You guys need to be staying for a long time. We need at least to get to the 3,000 watch hours at least, but we can have super chats on the live stream or something, okay? So, but I appreciate every one of you for always showing up. I won't lose out on my wife just because some boy broke her heart. I'm a man who can heal the heart. Okay, how are you gonna heal the heart? Okay, how are you gonna heal the heart? I feel like, yeah, okay, oh God. You know, when you're ugly, crying at night and stuff. I think I've only been heartbroken one. Okay, see my comment above? No. Ooh, YouTube does that sometimes. Like, let's say they don't like one word you're using. Try to copy that and like adjust the words. So sorry for you. Your comment is not showing up. I don't skip people's chats. I don't skip. I read everyone's. What was I saying? I said that I think okay, I was gonna say I think I've only been heartbroken once. Although I was never trying to be in serious relationships in campus. Okay. Scroll up. Oh, the last comment from you is, but the thing is, it's about trust, because if someone gets cheated on, it sticks with them, and trust is hard to gain back. And that one I read and I commented. Yeah, that's the only yeah. That's the only comment. Yeah, but YouTube does that. Yeah. Joseph Edward, hi. How are you doing? The stag that she has Bulgarian boyfriend. That's okay. Oh, judges, YouTube is punishing you. Why are you not monetized? Oh, the watch hours, guys. Just, and also, guys, we need to monetize this channel. We need to monetize the channel before, you know, they announced that from next year they are going to increase the watch hours to 8,000. Okay, to be fully monetized on YouTube you have to have 4,000 watch hours. And it's already, you know, I feel like they want to reduce the number of creators or something. Yeah. Okay, okay, it's going to be 8,000. Yeah, 8,000 watch hours. It's going to be 8,000. Oh my God, that will be such a piece of work. Oh my God, yeah. People will just stop creating. Okay. I think I was talking about something. Okay, I said, oh, Bob says no. There is a question. What would you never tolerate again in a relationship? Comment on that. Okay, let me scroll up a little bit. Working with Jesus Christ says 3,000 watch hours is crazy. I can't stay for more than 30 minutes. Okay, but see, the 30 minutes count. Okay, and actually, I think a few hours from 2,000. So, and that is partial to have the membership thing and the, what else? I don't know, maybe the super chats and stuff. And then you have to have 4,000 to earn from ads. No question. There is a question. What would you never tolerate again in a relationship? That's criminal. Google is an evil corporation. Okay. Okay, but I feel like they have given so many people opportunities to better their lives. Okay, what would you never tolerate again in a relationship? Ooh, the floor is yours. Okay, I was talking about, I think I've only cried myself to sleep one time. Actually, when I was in it would have been second year or something. This guy, you know, for me in campus, I never wanted to be in a serious relationship, but for some reason, he just ghosted me. He just ghosted me. I was sending texts, he wouldn't open them. Just ghosted me. But I just got over that, I think, within 2 days. You know why? Because I was just never interested in, for me it was not that serious. Okay, so the other time actually, that's why I said that I think I've only been heartbroken once. I have only cried once. Okay. And I got over it. So there's a new insectable immune mosquito spreading in Africa. Really? I didn't know about, tell me about it. The Ronaldo, Messi or Ronaldo all the time. Okay, God is in control. Hopefully you are able to type your comment back. You can replace the words with others. Okay, what would you never tolerate in a relationship? Uh, tolerate, not tolerate only, tolerate again. Something that you've done. I think for me is like the moment you feel it in your gut, like this is not it. Trust yourself. Yeah, I think that's it. Trust yourself. Trust yourself. You're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep, so I feel like, honestly, I used to judge women, or like, for example, of course, I've given my mother stories here several times. Okay, I used to judge women in my village for staying in situations that are not the best. Even I used to judge men who stay in situations that are not the best. But I know walking away is is a lot. Yeah, it's not just easy to walk away. So for everybody trying to walk away, I feel you. It's currently in West Africa. Okay, why does almost even Ebola started over there? You're gorgeous, that Melanie, Mr. Fisherman. Thank you. Where are you watching me from? I think it's lab grown Loki. Why do people do that? Start diseases and stuff. Why do people do that? It survives better in urban areas. Gorgeous says, gorgeous. Oh my god, I just called you gorgeous. This is what I'm talking about. YouTube block my comment again, okay? Oh god, I feel you. I feel you. Survives on artificial water, okay? Wow. Yeah, we need to stop. But how can you protect yourself from a mosquito? It's gonna bite you. You buy those mosquito nets, and then eventually you're gonna go outside, and the mosquito is gonna bite you. God is in control says there's nothing wrong with makeup. African women don't need makeup. They have a natural beauty. Yeah. I think there's nothing wrong with makeup. There's nothing wrong with makeup. And maybe once in a while we should wear makeup. Not we should. If you want to just do it. I just think so. Okay. I think I've gone all natural. But I think this was really needed because there's a time that I was battling acne. I was battling acne and somebody suggested something for me, and then that thing was really, it was really altering my skin, making me lighter and stuff. So when I decided, no, I don't want to hear suggestions, let me stay with my acne. I kind of cut off almost all type of makeup. But yeah. Okay. Next question. What would you never tolerate again in a relationship? I think if you still want to comment on that, you can. Let me see. Judges says, if they think that they make me give up, they are dead wrong. I'll continue speaking my mind, okay? Yeah, okay. Keep doing that. You know what I do is, like, you can rephrase. Okay, you can rephrase because you can use words like, let's say you're talking about, you can say unalive, you can say, I kind of feel like with social media we are being even taught how to minimize situations. Like, why do we talk about grape? Okay, like, okay, and I know it's more, I don't know, scientifical, not scientifically, but it sounds better than saying the actual word. God is in control says, I'm curious, have you ever visited outside of Kenya? From what I've heard, my wife and others have said they are one of the richer African countries. No, not really. No, I've not been outside Kenya. You have to, okay, and I know, like, there are some people who are just 24 like I am, and they have visited many places, but I haven't. But I hope I will. I hope I will before I get old. Yeah, no, I have not. Aliokiki Bangura. Hi, how are you doing? Where are you watching me from? Welcome to the live stream. Okay, and also you guys can bring up questions, okay? I feel like get old. How old are you? I'm just 24. I think it will be a long time before I get old. Bagura says, thank God Almighty for everything small. Okay, gratitude all the time. Okay, gratitude. Let me tell you, As I told you, I was in the village for the past 1 week or 1 week and a half. Okay. When I got here yesterday, when I got in this room, first of all, I felt that I felt like, oh my god, I miss my family, I miss my brothers, I miss my mom. Okay, but then when I settled in, I took a shower. Okay, and I have a cozy bed at home, in on the farm. But this here is way better. In on the farm, we wake up at 4 a.m. At least most people do. So it means even if you're sleeping is noisy. Today I got to sleep until I woke up. You know, it's the small things. It's the small things. Being grateful for the small things. Georgia says, one boy, I don't sugarcoat. Why do they talk about 18 years and above and they censor stuff they should style up? Yeah. Okay. See, they always ask you when you are trying to start a live stream or even post a video, is it for 18 and above? And yeah, you have to say yes. And I'm surprised. There was a time that I was live streaming and somebody said, there's this, I don't know if it was a young girl or young boy, said, oh, can we all say our ages? And they said something that was like underage. And I was like, what is the purpose of YouTube asking the age if they allow people to watch videos that are marked over 18? So, okay. Bangura says, how are you doing today? I'm doing okay. I'm doing okay. Little flu, but isn't it? I think it's part of life. Hi, I love your hair so much. Amy Cunningham. You love my hair so much? Ooh, okay. I think the reason I had this hairstyle for a not a long time, but I did this type of braids and everybody was like, oh my god, I like. So I think I have made this to be my color, at least for now. Thank you. Oh, you got a whole life ahead of you, okay? I think I do. Bethel Amara says the only way is Jesus Christ. Right. Okay, the only way is Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay, welcome to the live stream. And I know I've spoiled you guys with like always having questions, but today I don't have a lot of questions. So Joseph Martin says your eyebrows plus the face. Period. Thank you so much. Okay, I was saying I think I've spoiled you guys so much with having questions all the time. Today, okay, not only 3, I have like a bunch of them, but it's like mostly this live stream was supposed to be a catch up. I'm still gonna stream later on tonight. I usually start at 10 p.m. So hopefully we're still gonna be streaming at that time. Okay. Okay, now this one I would okay. I have like a thing, you decide red flag or green flag. Okay, let me write that. Okay, red flag or green flag. Your partner has opposite gender best friends. Let me type that. So if you say red flag, let me know why. If you say green flag, let me know why. Judges flags for what? Okay, so I wrote that and then I'll be saying a question. Okay, red flag or green flag. Your partner have opposite. Okay, opposite gender best friends. Okay. And it's completely up to you. Your partner has opposite gender best friends. Red flag or green flag? Okay. Red flag or green flag? Your partner has opposite gender best friends. I think I need to get myself like a cup of water or something. I don't know why when I travel something I take like some time to to kind of like acclimate, like when it comes to having a structure with food and stuff like that. Okay, red flags or green? Okay, red flag or green flag? Your partner have best opposite gender best friends. For me, I think green flag. At least somebody is willing to hang out with them. Yeah, at least somebody is willing to hang out with them. Not to mention, like, you don't want to be your partner's everything in every area. Okay, you want to be their everything, but I feel like you don't want to be her. You don't want to be his everything, and you don't want to be her everything. At least have them have a life outside of you. I think for me, I think that would be a green flag. This one is interesting. They don't post you online. What if? Okay. I feel like with that one, it could be either, because it depends. It depends. Have they ever posted somebody else? Okay. Need to get myself like hot water or something for the cold. Ooh. Claire, is it Claire Edwards? Claire Edwards. Wow, Claire Edwards. You have a nice name. How are you doing, Claire? George says, that's a red flag. I can't stand my wife or my girlfriend to have opposite sex friends. I'm the jealous type. I want her all for myself. Wow. Okay, so she's not allowed to have a friend. Okay. Okay, but so you will not allow. Why? What is the reasoning behind it? Okay, should your partner have friends of the opposite sex, and do you think that's okay? Okay, like for me, I have my two friends. I met them in campus. Okay, Claire Edwards. What's the? Oh, I said hi. How are you doing? And I said you have a nice name. Okay, red flag or green flag? And then we have something pinned down there. Your partner has opposite gender best friends. Do you consider that to be a red flag or green flag? Okay. I have best friends who are male, and I met them in campus. Okay. They're in relation. One of them is in a relation, is actually married with children. The other one is like he's taking his time, but honestly, I'm not his type and he's not my type. Like, God. But it feels nice to just have a friend like that. Okay, and how we met, I also think it depends how we met. There's somebody who told me that, like, men are not best friends with women they are not attracted to. Okay, and I think we had that conversation here on the channel. Somebody said that men are not friends with women that they are not attracted to. Okay, but I completely disagree. With the friendships that I have, the male friendships that I have, we kind of met, let's say, in class, in a group discussion, and it's like we are not each other's type. So I do believe that you can be best friends. You can be best friends without having to do anything. Claire, oh, my name is Lottie. I'm on a different account. Okay, good to see you, Lottie. Is it Lottie? Okay, but the African in me, Lottie. Okay, that's okay. Okay, keep liking the live stream, guys. Also, we did have another question. What would you never tolerate again in a relationship? That is still there. I think that was supposed to be the topic for the day. What would you never tolerate again in a relationship? Okay, and keep saying hi, guys. This is literally like a catch up live stream. I have been away for way too long. Oh God, I miss you all. I miss you all. I hope you guys don't forget me, but I'm so glad that you all showed up today. Okay, let's do this. What are two biggest lessons that you've learned from previous relationships? What are two biggest lessons you've learned from previous relationship? Okay. I think if they wanted to, they would. That is the big one. If they wanted to, you see, let me tell you, I feel like we all spend a lot of time trying to tell people how to treat us, or like, uh, uh, you know, how to treat you. Let me tell you, I think everybody knows what they are doing. Okay, so I think the biggest one is like, if they wanted to, they would. And when you end, oh God, I sent that without proofing, but I hope it's fine. Okay, I also feel like, so what are two biggest lessons you've learned from previous relationship? I think if they wanted to, they would. Um, you'll be struggling, or like you'd be forcing somebody to do something for you, or like to show up a particular way for you. But then when you end the relationship, they're gonna show up like that for another person, and it's not your fault. And we have to keep reminding ourselves, it's not our fault, it's not your fault. Yeah, it's just that if they wanted to, they would. I think that's one for me. Okay, let me know yours. Your stuff acting as if you've not learned anything, even from a fling or something. Okay, what's two biggest lessons you've learned from previous relationship? Yeah, for me, it's like, if they wanted to, they would. Okay, and I think, Bangura says, what's going on now? We are doing questions as usual. Also, I'm mostly, this live stream was supposed to be catching up, but I know how I've spoiled you guys with questions. It's like when I show up without questions, it's like, oh, where are the questions for boys? So we are doing the questions. So what are two biggest lessons you've learned from previous relationships? Yeah, I think for me, I already says, if they wanted to, they would. Oh my God, I forgot that I have the eye. This is the problem with makeup. Okay, when you forget, yeah, I kind of need to replace that. If you forget you had makeup on, then okay. I'm so unhinged. Okay, I think that's fine. Okay, what are two biggest lessons you've learned from previous relationship? Oh, another thing is like, you need to have a life outside that other person that you're in a relationship with, because at the end of the day, doesn't matter how much they love you or you love them. At the end of the day, you guys are individuals, and they can wake up the next day and be like, you're not it anymore for them. You don't mean so much for them anymore. So yeah, I think that's another one. It's like, having a life outside of your relationship, because oh my God, I feel like most men and women have been able to have spent years in situations just because they didn't have a life outside of the one they've built together. And now you're asking yourself, if I get out of this, how do I start over? And then your relationship starts being like a survival thing. So maybe those are two of mine. I don't know yours. Okay. Lottie says, I have a boyfriend. Okay. You have a boyfriend? Okay. How do you like the relationship? Okay, and thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Okay, honestly, today will be mostly thanking you guys for tuning in. Thank you for going with me on this road. I believe that years from now, it's alright. Okay, okay, it's alright. I expect. Okay, I didn't expect you to say superb, but I think superb would have been greater. But yeah, as far as you're happy, that's all that matters, right? Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm gonna do 1 hour 30 minutes so I can get myself something to eat. I'm really hungry, excessively. Ooh, did I buy? Yeah, and I know somebody already said don't go to the kitchen, but I need to confirm something. Wow, how comes I didn't? Hmm, that's interesting. Okay, I did a little bit of shopping before I left. It's usually my habit to get things like no juice because I think they make your life easier. When you're hungry, you can just pop some and you can have it. Okay, guys, welcome to the live stream. Okay, so uh when we end this live stream, guys, I'm gonna see you all at my regular time. If you haven't subscribed, make sure you're subscribing. And guys, I would appreciate if you all shared my channel to Instagram or the other apps. Tell people about my channel. I would really appreciate that. Okay, and I'm honestly so grateful for this far. I'm honestly so grateful for this far. Okay, so okay, but see, two biggest lessons you've learned from previous relationship. Uh, George says, "Wamboy, you say you live you live alone, but I remember one day you are hiding a child from the camera. Wamboy, you're tricky. Okay, no." And I think if it's in the village, that's something. In the village, I have my niece. When you watch the videos that I've posted in the village, you'll see her. Uh, yeah, you'll see her on there. So, but I don't have a child. Claire. Okay, God is. Hey, good talking. I've got to go. Okay. Okay. You know what? You have yourself a good day. Enjoy your work day or whatever. Okay. And say hi to your wife. Claire, I don't say what? What? Okay, what do you mean? God is in control. Busy day now until next time. Yeah, okay. Maybe by the time I'm streaming, it will be evening for you guys. So, yeah, because I stream also at 10 p.m. Mostly, I'll show up with more questions that time. Javon, hi. Hi, good to see you. Good to see you. How are you doing? Uh, I'll subscribe. Okay. Ooh, how did you see me again if you didn't subscribe the other time? Okay, but I appreciate you. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate that so much. Okay. Um. Okay. But the kid thing, honestly, I don't believe in hiding kids and stuff because, okay, it's like, why would I hide the kid? Why would I hide? I watch every even if I don't chat daily, I watch you. Okay, thank you, and I appreciate that. Actually, that's what. Yeah, I appreciate that so much. I appreciate every one of you. The people who watch silently because I know there's a lot of them. For those who watch loudly and they make sure that I know they comment something, I appreciate that so much. Yes. The future, what I see the future of this channel is being uh what I see the future of the channel is being somebody who talks about the uncomfortable, doing worth live streams, okay? Not me. Okay, and I know judges who complained about that, me cleaning dishes on my live streams. But for me, I just don't want it to be like I'm just coming here and then we do a bunch of nonsense and then we go. I want maybe sometimes we laugh, most times we laugh. Uh Sometimes we learn, sometimes we debunk things from different cultures. Yeah, yeah, okay. God is in control says, yes, I thought I subscribed, but I didn't. Okay, make sure you check. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. Claire Edward says, I need to go. I will be back. Are you live tomorrow? Yes, I'll be live tomorrow. You know what? I'm gonna be putting in a lot of energy for the month and stuff. So I'll be streaming for even longer hours. Today was just like a tease, but I'll still stream at night. So yeah, you'll see me. You'll see me later on today. If it's daytime in your country, it will still be daytime when I stream. I meant watch everything, okay? And I understood. I appreciate that so much, okay? So what we're gonna do right now, guys, is I feel like we are going to end the live stream, and then after ending the live stream, I'll get myself something to eat, prepare for the next one. Yeah, and then I'll see you all later on today, 10 p.m. Kenyan time. 10 p.m. Kenyan time. What is that time? 10, 11, 12 p.m. LA time or California time. I don't know. So convert that to your local time. But if you're subscribed, you don't have to worry about any of that. Okay. So thank you so much, guys, for tuning in. Thank you for welcoming me back. I'm gonna see you all later on today. And yep. Bye. There's a solar eclipse today at 6 p.m. In which country or all over the world? Is it gonna be all over the world? 6 p.m. Right now in Kenya is 4:19, so which means few hours from now. Solar eclipse. Ooh. I am so out of touch. I'm so out of touch. I didn't know that. And guys, like the live stream. And when I post this video, you can also leave a comment there. It helps so that YouTube can push the video. 6 p.m. Okay. Oh God, I even forgot what was solar eclipse. Oh, I think in UK. I don't know. I won't come at that time. I'll be seeing my video. Okay, but you'll show up another time. Okay. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know what? I'll be looking for the thing outside. Okay, or maybe I'll research it if we'll have the solar eclipse in Kenya today. Okay, so thank you everyone for tuning in. I'm gonna see you all later on. Hope you have yourselves a good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Yep, and watch the other videos, especially guys, watch the video where my mom said that she would never get married in the next life, or if she would go back and she would never have children. That hit hard because so in another life Wamboi does not exist, but my mom gets to be happy. Okay, so subscribe so that you can see me another time. Bye bye.